One of the working theories is that a bomb was planted at or near the fuel line of that Russian plane that exploded over the Sinai 2 weeks ago. A separate Fox News source says there's intelligence related to a, quote, 2-hour timer. We've been told that both scenarios point to what would be an airport insider. And joining us now, John Hanna, Foundation for the Defense of Democracy's senior counselor, former Cheney National Security Advisor. John, good to have you with us. What do you make, first of all, of these most recent reports on the airport insider, which certainly states clearly to us all that it was a terrorist incident?
Yeah, no, I think it simply confirms where all of this evidence over the last several days seems to be pointing us towards, Lou, and which, I mean, the British have outright said it, and I think there are now plenty of U.S. sources saying it as well. This was an inside job on the back end of this airport, committed by ISIS or ISIS affiliates inside of Egypt to commit the worst act of air terrorism since 9/11.
And John, explain the reticence of this administration, this government, which is ours, not President Obama's, to not tell the American people what the British are being told, the French are being told. I mean, this is very peculiar to me.
Yeah, I don't know all the ins and outs. I mean, clearly the Egyptians have been very reluctant to come to this conclusion. And Lou, it could be absolutely devastating to the Egyptian economy. Despite our difficulties with Egypt, they remain a decent ally. The important thing is the Obama administration doing what needs to be done now to our own airport security and the security of airports overseas where Americans are traveling through to keep our citizens safe?
And Iran. Now we get word that Iran is no longer dismantling its centrifuges, and the president and his folks say everything's just fine. Get ready for the first of the year. We're going to release over $100 billion worth of frozen assets. What is the truth here?
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody is surprised by this. Iran is cheating. It's balking on its commitments. It's attempting to renegotiate its obligations. Get ready, because this is the future for the next several years, if not for the next 15 years, Lou. These guys are going to cheat. They're going to push the envelope. They're going to test us every step of the way. The only saving grace right now is that $150 billion in frozen assets hasn't been given up yet. But only imagine what's going to happen once that's gone, maybe after the first of the year or sometime in the middle of next year. All of America's economic leverage goes away. And just think about what kind of Iranian shenanigans are going to go on then. And
this administration, in direct negotiations with the Iranian government, the Ayatollah, the supreme leader, overseeing it all, surely this is not going to go down in history as the great stupidity, because they simply fail to understand that there has to be performance if a negotiation is to go forward. Surely they aren't that dumb, are they?
Listen, one can only hope, but this is the president's foreign policy legacy. He is now so invested in this deal that it literally cannot fail for him. So whether or not the Iranians are cheating, the great fear is that this president continues to push ahead, surrender our economic leverage, simply hope for the best, and it's going to be left to his successor, whether it's Hillary Clinton or one of those Republicans who was up on the stage last night, to try and mitigate the enormous risk that this deal now poses to the United States and all of our allies in the Middle East.
And as this is happening, we have China unfolding. We still have Russia in Crimea. This is not going in the right direction at all for this administration, or in fact for the West. John Hanna, we thank you for being with us and giving us some guidance on these unfolding developments. Thanks so much, John Hanna.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you.